Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to talk about jobs, specifically the numbers released yesterday by the NDP government. While it's impossible to dissect all of the wild claims made in yesterday's news release in 2 minutes, I'd like to take a closer look at a couple. First, there's the claim the government's capital plan has been a major driver of job creation this year. Every single public infrastructure project that produced a paycheck in 2016 was announced, planned, and funded by previous governments.
That's right.
To date, no new infrastructure projects have been announced by this government. And even if they were to announce them all today, it would be 2 years until a shovel hit the ground.
That's right.
And now let's talk a bit about the increased drilling numbers. Well, I'm happy to see drilling activity in Alberta is increased. The projected increase of 53 wells next year is according to PSAC, Petroleum Services Association of Canada. My enthusiasm is tempered by the fact that Saskatchewan's increase is 240 more wells. Whoa. That's 4.5 times more new wells and 4.5 times more jobs than here in Alberta.
Ouch.
And Saskatchewan has the same low oil price. I find that interesting that the government continues to blame everybody but its own policies for the difference, because the facts, Mr. Speaker, prove otherwise. The rest of the highlights in the government's news release were mere estimations of jobs they will hope will exist at some point in the future, like a unicorn. Yeah. And while I'm sure the government's crystal ball is in good working order, none of these jobs exist today, which is of little comfort to the tens of thousands of currently unemployed Albertans. So, Mr. Speaker, after a closer examination, it's a bit rich for the government to claim they were at all responsible for any of these new jobs. By my estimation, the only jobs they can actually take credit for are the jobs that exist in their imaginations, like a unicorn. And the last time I checked, Mr. Speaker, imaginary jobs don't pay real mortgages.
Hear, hear.